Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here. We're off for more of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, and in the last episode, we went back to the 100 Acre Wood once again, and this time we bounced with Tigger. We actually had some chests to open, and we also had to do another postcard thing like in Traverse Town. Give nuts to Owl for some reason. But we got a bunch of items. We will also actually be able to hold our own against the Power Wilds, the Sniper Wilds, excuse me, with an odd strategy, but it worked. And, well, not only that, but you know, we've got a Shield 2G, which we're going to be checking out right now in the garage before we take off. Even though we're not going to be using it immediately, we do need to go off to other worlds, so it will become helpful on the way. So, let's go back to the garage yet again, and let's start building our ship. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Talk to, oh no, wait, no, we wouldn't get another ship into 3,000 kills. So, that's a thing. But, regardless, High Wind. I was about to say we need to go talk to Geppetto, but that's actually something I didn't do because we didn't really kill many enemies. So what I need to do is, I don't think we've got any new engines. I think we've got all the engines actually. Do we have got a new cockpit? No, we haven't. Fair enough. Have we got enough of these blocks now? Well, we've got another 3 that we haven't used, but I haven't got enough to actually do anything with, so let's not do that for now. Do we have any caps? Not in the 3rd department, but in the 2nd department. How many flat caps? Only 1 still. Oh, no, I didn't mean to back up. Wrong button. Oopsie poopsie. Alright, we're back. So, Osmos G. We only have 1 of those and it's in use. We have another scanner. But here's what we got. A Shield 2G. Shield that protects the entire ship. It's basically like, it looks like a gummy block effective. A gummy block? Of course it's a gummy block. It looks like a cockpit. But, notice it's green while all of our blocks are white. Oh, whoops. If I go back to it, it's not affected by colour. I can't go left and right. It's always green. And it is a 2 block, even though it doesn't look like it could be. It definitely is. So, what's Shield 1? Well, Shield 1 is basically half of this. It's basically a normal block with a dome, and it is basically a 1 block. Difference is with that, though, is that it only protects the front half of the ship and not the back half. If enemies come from behind, you're going to get hit. But if it's from the front, the shield will take the hit. In this case, we have got a Shield 2, because we went out of our way to do so. So if we remove these 2 blocks in the middle here, this can fit snugly in there. Out of the way, and you don't really see it that much. Well, you can see it from the front, but you know, that's a given at this point. But yes, we're going to be equipping that, and that's definitely going to be helping us, and that's our shield. I'm not entirely too sure if it matters if the tip is sticking out, because considering I haven't really made this ship any longer than it normally is, but basically, wherever the cockpit is where the shield is going to surround, and it's always going to be a bubble. And since the cockpit's in the same place as the normal default ship that you normally have anyway, I don't think that's going to be an issue. So, yeah, it's just a visual effect to let you know that it's active. What else do we have here? Do we have any more blasters? Those are the Thunder Gs we need to use for that level 2 mission to Olympus Coliseum, I think. Got some normal lasers, got a medium laser, got that fang, got that. Yeah, so that was literally the only block that we needed to add to our ship, and that is definitely a good block to have. We sacrificed 2 blocks of armor for a shield projection system. Okay, so with that, we need to go to other worlds, so let's go have a look at where we need to go through. I mean, first of all, let's check the missions for Atlantica, since we haven't done that yet. Could have done it at the beginning of the last episode, but I didn't think to do so. Collect 10 or more armor blocks. So that means gummy blocks. No, that means health blocks, excuse me. I don't know why I was thinking gummy blocks. Those green diamonds from blue meteorites, those are the ones we need to grab. And that's pretty easy, to be perfectly honest with you. So, we don't really have any issue with that. I forget I can actually check it this way. Yeah, every mission has like 3 missions. It's kind of crazy, to be honest. Deep Jungle with only Thunder G as a weapon. I don't think that means only have 1. I think that means that that's the only weapon you can use. So if you have multiple, that might be more helpful. Yeah, and I talked about R1 in a description box, that holding that apparently keeps the reticule. I mean, we can show that off in this episode, so that's fine. South Wonderland, Comet G as a weapon. To be honest, I want to leave those for later when we actually have a lot of those blocks, so we don't have to buy them. But you know what I mean, so 10 or more gummy blocks, 10 or 20 or more power blocks. Well, we're going to leave that for now because, I mean, I don't really want to be going from Agrabah to Atlantica and then onwards. I want to actually head to the next level because it's quite an important level. So let's warp to Atlantica and then take off from there. And we are off! The shield gummy protects the ship against attacks. Thanks for that. And notice that we now have a shield energy gauge on our HUD. That means if we do take a direct snipe, that will go down. We have 5 free hits until our armor starts decreasing like it usually does. Very helpful. Oh, that ended quick. We didn't get very far at all. A big ship is catching up to us. Quit gawking! It's a pirate ship! Yeah, that don't make any sense. Why's a pirate ship just sailing through? It's got no propulsion. It's gonna ram us! Hold on tight! No, it didn't actually ram us. But it might shoot us. Yeah, that ended way quicker than I was expecting. Well, we got a blueprint out of it, so I can't complain about that too much. But yeah, was a pirate ship just floating about in the Sea of Stars? Well, I guess if it's a Sea of Stars, that makes sense. We would use those puns for Atlantica, but there you go. And now we are actually on the world of Neverland. It's taken us to its own world of origin. That don't make sense. How does it get lift?
I didn't think you'd come, Sora. Good to see you again.
Well, where are Donald and Goofy?
Are they that important to you? More important than old friends? Instead of worrying about them, you should be asking about her.
Kyrie!
That's right. While you were off goofing around, I finally found her.
Not so fast. No shenanigans aboard my vessel, boy.
Riku, why are you siding with the Heartless?
The Heartless obey me now, Sora. Now I have nothing to fear.
You're stupid! Sooner or later they'll swallow your heart!
Not a chance. My heart's too strong.
Riku!
I've picked up a few other tricks as well. Like this, for instance.
Oh! Dark Sora, hello! Was this Ocarina of Time?
You can go see your friends now.
Ah!
Let's get underway already. And keep Sora away from Kyrie until we're ready to land.
That scurvy brat thinks he can order me around.
What shall we do, Captain Hook?
Nothing! The hold is crawling with Heartless. Let them keep an eye on the brats.
But, Captain, you know who is also down...
Voldemort!
Did you hear that, Smee? Oh, that dreadful sound.
No, Captain.
Are you quite sure? Did I imagine it? Oh, my poor nerves.
Smee? What do you mean you know who? Voldemort's here? You can't be serious.
You don't say.
Yeah, it was definitely Kyrie. I finally found her.
All right. Yep. Then let's go up and talk to her.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, but first, how about getting off?
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Sora's mouth didn't move again. But yeah, where did the pirates come from when we were in that conversation with Riku? That didn't make any sense. They just appeared out of nowhere.
How you doing there? Looking for a way out?
Speaking of Ocarina of Time.
Who are you?
I'm the answer to your prayers.
Nah, not buying it.
Okay then. Fine. Have it your way.
But you're stuck in here too, aren't you?
Huh. No, I'm just waiting for someone.
Who?
Oh, Annie's got a fairy.
Tinkerbell, what took you so long?
That's Navi.
Great job. So you found Wendy?
You mean Zelda?
Hold on. There was another girl there too?
You mean Impa?
Are you crazy? There's no way I'm gonna leave Wendy there.
Aha! She must be pretty jealous.
Donald's on the boat.
Come on, Tink. Open up the door. I'm Peter Pan.
I'm Sora.
Okay, we're in this together, but only till we find Wendy.
Yeah, and Sora, what were you on about? You had a Keyblade. In fact, we're in a wooden ship. You could have just blasted the door down with fire, or just whacked it with your Keyblade, or, well, if, you know, the door was actually locked with a key mechanism, you could have just used your Keyblade anyway. You standing there with your Keyblade drawn for that one little clip. Kind of odd that we had to wait for Tinkerbell to show up. Yes, Neverland with Peter Pan. And we've got a Dark Sora to deal with. Yeah, interesting that. The Zelda references are through the roof. And remember, when the concept for Peter Pan was actually... the concept for Link was designed, actually, they went with Peter Pan's design of green. So, it's not a Zelda reference, it's the other way around. Zelda took inspiration from Peter Pan. So, interesting that. So, what do I want to do first? Well, I want to swap out Goofy once again, because we'll actually be needing Peter Pan for some things. I mean, it's not required, but he's actually really helpful for this level in particular. Because, well, Goofy doesn't have many attacks that allow him to attack airborne enemies. And we're in a ship, so platform is going to be heavy. But as we can see right now, Peter's floating. He can fly. Gives him a pretty decent edge in combat. Even though he's only got a little dagger. He's pretty proficient with it. Alright, so we've loaded in, and we're right next to a save point, so we can just walk back to our gummy ship if we really want to. But we need to check Peter's stuff. He's got a dagger and 2 protect chains. I think it's quite obvious what I'm going to deck him out with. I'm going to give him a fire ring. Because, you know, gunpowder, fire, kind of makes sense. So, his dagger. Relatively weak, easy to handle, no range at all. Yeah, so literally just a strength of 1, pretty weak. But he's got a strength of 26 starting off with. Let's check out his stats compared to Sora. Well, he's still got the most strength out of everyone other than Sora, but his defense is pretty much on par with everybody else. In fact, no. Well, he's decent. He's just under Goofy, I guess, but other than that, like I said, his actual maneuverability is going to be the edge here. What's his setup? Regular attacks constantly, special attacks constantly, because he's got nothing else to work with. Defensive moves frequently in emergency. Well, I'm actually going to change this and put that there. And that's pretty much all I'm changing there. What items have you got? Yeah, I would actually like these back, please. I'm just going to steal everything from you. Speedrunners do this as well, as I've recently learned, and it kind of makes sense, because that means you don't have to grind or get them yourself or open chests and waste time. So, that brings us back to 11 ethers, at least. And now, finally, for abilities, Peter Pan here. Hummingbird, AP of 2, dart in to rain countless blows on the enemy. 1 MP cost. So he just literally rushes in and stabs the enemy continuously until the spell, well, until the technique is up. I don't think he bounces off from defense, so he can actually stab through it. Timeout, it's basically his version of stop. Freeze time for enemies, halting their movement, 2 MP. Basically his stop spell. Storm's Eye, wrap yourself in protective whirlwind. It's his arrow spell, so nothing to talk about there. And then we got the usual jackpot, Lucky Strike, really helpful for item jobs, but only in this world. MP Haste, of course, 2 critical plus, actually no, 3 critical pluses, and he kind of needs all 3 of these, because even though it's normally equip more to boost effect, I always believed that when it said equip more to boost effect, I think it only meant, like, you could only have 2, and that's it. But no, 3 actually stacks on top as well, because I always gave him a treasure magnet, but I don't need to give him treasure magnet. 3 critical pluses, considering that he has relatively weak damage with his 1 weapon. That gives his attacks a lot of chances to do critical attacks. Potentially one-shotting normal enemies that don't have big meaty health bars. I wanted to go to the journal, because we've got new characters to have a look at. We've got Mr. Crocodilian, who ate Captain Hook's hand. Smee, who mentioned Voldemort. Captain Hook. Tinkerbell. And Peter Pan. He led the Lost Boys, of course. Got 3 and 7, which I'm not checking yet. And Neverland's going to get constantly updated because we're here. Alright, so now we're done with that, we can actually mosey on out of here. So yeah, Peter Pan can fly, because, you know, that's his thing, but he can't. There's his hummingbird. So, oh, we got Dark Sora. Take him out quick. Come on, guys. In fact, let's do Strike Raid. Just use our Keyblade as a boomerang. And, wow, Peter Pan actually got a MP up from that. That's actually kind of crazy. We got Heartless that are based off of pirates, as we've already seen, but now we're actually fighting them. They got massive scimitars. Or is it cutlasses in this case? Scimitars are... Yeah, scimitars are... desert style, and cutlasses are... pirate style, I believe? I think these are just called... I actually forget what they're called. Why can't I not remember? Just pirate, that's why. It's just super generic. It's just the pirate Heartless, nothing too dramatic. That's why I couldn't remember the name. Fair enough. Right, so... As I said, flying is super helpful because, I mean, for one thing, we can't actually reach that. Kind of a problem there. I mean, even if we try to grab this, we can't climb any higher. So that's a problem. It'd be nice if we could just say, hey, Peter, can you just fly up there and get the chest? But remember, only the Keyblade can open these chests because they're all locked. So... yeah, we can't get to that chest yet, so we're going to have to remember that for later. That's going to be a thing. There's also a yellow trinity that we can't do anything with. Is that door open? No, it's not. Can we go in here? Yes, we can. Oh, hello. Pots everywhere. Don't fall down when I'm trying to deal with this. Take out Dark Sora. There we go. Attack of 150 experience. When Dark Sora appears throughout the ship, except for one particular instance, he does flee after causing a bit of havoc, but if you can knock him out, he drops a lot of experience, but it counts as a tech for some reason. Don't understand why, but it's still good. But he's not required to get knocked out because he'll just flee. So what's in this doorway? Can't go in there, so this is the way we do actually have to go. Anything in here? Hello? Didn't expect that. Alright, so nothing here. Let's just jump down. Get off. There we are. I don't know why this level is separated between loading zones, because they're pretty basic rooms. You could have just had the whole ship rendered as a thing and just have, like, stat or semi-locked camera angles throughout the rest of it. You know what? I'm just doing this. Oh, I didn't change my magic again. I said I was going to do that in between videos. Ouch. I don't do this magic at least. There we go, I got him. I tried to cast stop, but I missed. There we are. Oh, he dropped an elixir! That is nice! I forgot they could drop those. That is good. Oh, we're in a battle still. I was trying to pause. I did actually pause, but I wasn't paying attention. There we are. Just a bunch of shadows. Nothing too dramatic here. Dropping 8 experience this time. They can actually survive a couple of hits. I'm not liking my health right now, so I'm going to heal. I'm doing Sonic. I keep locking my attacks, so I'll just bash them all. That was actually decently used, because it didn't even knock them all out. But it did damage. Oh! High potion! Wow, we're farming some HP right here. I want to grab this money if possible. Turn the camera, please. I'm not turning it in that direction. There we are. That's weird. No! Give me that. Okay, so we've still got some Heartless here. I haven't found any chests, though, despite being, you know, a pirate ship. We would expect chests to be all around the bloody place. Because the pirates like the booty. I've got a Lucid Shard there. I think that was dropped from a Shadow. Speaking of Shadow, you can go away. I don't know if it's called Shadow Sora or Dark Sora. I just call it Dark Sora because it pretty much is a dark version. But he can fly, unlike us, similar to how Peter Pan can fly. So that's a bit odd. I mean, how's that fair? He can't defy gravity, even with the gravity spell. Maybe we should use gravity on him next time. Teach him a lesson. How dare you break the laws of physics? How did I... Okay, there was no enemy there. I must have hit the wall. That might be what happened. The camera is not cooperating right now. At least we're getting all the money. I mean, we're already back up to almost 400 here right now. So we're in the freezer, which is the bottom part of the ship. What do I want to go to again? I wanted to pause and go to something. Oh yeah, I wanted to customize my spells. I forgot. I've got terrible short-term memory for some in recent times. I'm going to stick with gravity for now because we've got some tough enemies coming up. I'm going to stick with... Well, I'm going to go with thunder. Let's do that. Alright. Let's head back up here. Well, I might go with Blizzard actually, because Blizzard is a lot cheaper.
So, how come you can fly?
Anyone can fly. You want to try?
Donald should be able to. He's got wings.
Aw, haven't you cooled off yet, Tink?
Where's she been?
Just a little bit of pixie dust. There. Now you can fly.
Is that it? Of course, Donald's the first one to try, but it didn't seem to work. And we get a nice upshot shot of Tink right there because that's a thing. It's accurate to the movie, at least.
What? So Wendy's not one of the chosen ones?
There are 7, supposedly. And Maleficent says she's not one of them. Hoist anchor as soon as possible. Leave all the dead weight behind, including her.
After the trouble of capturing her? And why those 7? What is Maleficent planning anyway?
Who knows? As long as it means getting Kyrie's heart back, I couldn't care less.
You're wasting your time. The Heartless have devoured that girl's heart. I'll stake me other hand it's lost forever.
I will find it, no matter what.
Captain?
What?
The prisoners have escaped. What's more, Peter Pan is with them.
Blast that Peter Pan. All right then. Bring the hostage to me cabin, Smee. Hop to it.
Well, at least we know where to go, but so and Donald Goofy just trying to get back on deck.
What is it, Tink?
Peter? Peter Pan?
Speaking of Wendy,
Wendy!
Please, hurry! The pirates are coming!
What? I'll be right up there. Just hold on.
Wendy,
Yes?
is there another girl in there with you?
Oh, why, yes. But she seems to be asleep. She hasn't budged an inch.
Kyrie? Kyrie!
what, she's asleep with her eyes open? I don't believe that. And if she's lost her heart, how can she still be there? We've seen what happens when people lose their hearts. They poof. They disappear. They actually become the Heartless. So, that's a bit odd. There's some life, though.
Oh!
Of course.
Wendy! Hey, let's get up there.
Alright, well now both Wendy and Kyrie are in trouble. But Wendy isn't part of the 7. Well, we know Alice must have been because she was kidnapped, so that might be something. Wendy's not. Jasmine was kidnapped as well, so she's one of them. So who are the other 5? I mean, Kyrie's only there because she hasn't got a heart, but she still exists somehow? That don't make sense. But yeah, kind of weird how Riku... That is actually one of the chests I was never able to open. I'm not going to lie. That's what I'm saying. That was a gummy piece, by the way, because if you've got maxed out gummies, you can't open it. And would the camera please cooperate? Oh my god. I'm just going to go first person. Yeah, because there's 2 holes up there, so we can get up through there. That's what I was trying to go for, but the camera wouldn't turn for some bizarre reason. Fair. If we go back through this door, we'll just be back to where we started. But yeah, like I said, it was kind of weird that, like, you know, Riku was like, I couldn't care less, so he's obviously not in it for what everyone else is doing, but he's just wanting to get Kyrie's heart back. But there's no reason to be a dick to Sora about it. You're just being manipulated by, well, the darkness itself within you. So, I don't really know what to say about that. Yeah, there's another 150. I don't want to fall down there, because I want to end up back in the hold. In the freezer. Right, well, so I didn't really need to do that battle, but that kind of happened, so if we can angle or jump, we can actually get right up there. Hurrah! There we are. Got a Type B save point right here, that is very nice, and I think I'm actually going to use this. And now that I've saved, I want to go, not to the gummy ship, I want to go to Party, because we actually need Goofy. So I'm going to swap out Peter Pan just for now, and I actually want to swap out his abilities as well. I want to take off his rocket, I want to take off his charge, I want to take off his tornado, and I want to give him evolution for HP. Because he's going to be a lot more helpful on the HP department than anything else. And you'll see what I mean later. Plus, Pan hasn't got any healing abilities. If we go through this door, we'll just be back into the hallway that we could have went in, that we were in before. So there's not really much point in doing that. And we can't go in for that door, as we already are aware. But there is this trinity that we do need to activate in order to progress. So, yeah, we're actually kind of required to swap in one of our party members back in and swap out Peter Pan. I mean, we can easily swap Peter Pan back out again after we've activated this trinity. But, personally, I prefer to have Goofy. So, what have we got? Let's see, Pumpkinhead. Yeah, that gives us a lot of crits, so that'll be really nice. What's my items? Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Wait. Yep, my shortcuts are okay as well. Let's go. Now, personally, I find this upcoming battle tougher than the level's actual boss battle.
Riku, wait!
Is it just me, or does Kyrie look tiny in comparison? Oh boy, here we go. Oh, well, that was a nice clip. Damage there, HP damage cleaved right off me right there. Let's Sonic Blade this guy. So this is our dog battle. This is our Dark Sora, and even though he basically does the usual 3-hit combo, he doesn't do any special attacks. But he is a Dark Sora, so he acts like a shadow. So he can go into the ground in order to dodge attacks, and he can also split himself off in a multiple different, well, versions that can be fake. Thank you, I think that was Goofy there, actually, not Donald. But he also can just go straight to his combo finisher instead of following through the entire combo. So he can go for the big swing that we normally do for our combo finisher. So keep that in mind. Plus, he also likes to walk past you in order to dodge attacks. But you know what? If he decides to... Well, he doesn't actually fly in this battle, which is kind of funny. Yeah, he's just minding his own business, and for some reason that makes him very easy to dodge attacks. So... Alright, so yeah, he can also do what Darklink normally does and just, you know, poof out of existence during a hit, or after a hit and appear behind you, and right now I'm going to die if I don't heal. So yeah, he can hit really hard in comparison to anything else. I keep trying to do Thunder instead of, what I keep actually doing. Okay, there we go, at least I've got another. Okay, healing, healing, healing. Okay, this is actually quite bad. Come on, guys, actually hit him already. I actually got the right one there. I'm actually targeting the right one as well, you can tell. This is actually pretty bad. Thank you, Donald! Right in the clutch there. Can we get him? There we are. Okay, we've got some magic steel. What I was trying to do was actually use my strike raid so I can hit him and finish him off, but I don't have enough magic for it. I'm going to heal. Yeah, this guy hits really hard, but thankfully with Pumpkinhead, not only are we doing a lot of damage... Oh, shoot, Donald. No, Donald! Thank you. Ah, I can't lock onto him. This is a really hectic battle. It gets really insane. Oh, I just missed with my slide. Come on, can I hit him? There we go. Defense up, ripple drive, and strength up. Oh boy, that was very clutch. Even with Goofy with additional healing on the team, that is a pretty chaotic battle. Close quarters, hard to hit him because he keeps on dodging and splitting himself up. Luckily, if you have Scan, you can find out which one's the real one. And somehow we get a Raven's Claw from this guy. Maybe that's his Keyblade and it becomes an accessory for us? I'm not too sure. But thankfully, once we beat him, we get fully healed and we can loot the chests in Hook's cabin. As I said, I find this battle a lot harder than the main boss battle actually coming up. But that's just me. It could be different for you, but I just find that the more difficult. I can now equip Goofy with all his stuff again. So let's take off Evolution, give him Tornado back, give him Charge, give him Rocket. And, yeah, Sora got Ripple Drive. This is actually a Final Mix exclusive ability, similar to how Slide and Dash is as well. Unleash a powerful finishing combo attack upon surrounding enemies. Attack power is relative to the max MP value. So it doesn't use your strength power, it uses your magic power. So the more magic you have, the more stronger this is going to be. It doesn't use MP, however. Not only that, but... this is actually a really decent skill for when you're surrounded, because instead of Sora using his Keyblade to only hit in front and to the peripheral vision of him, this hits all around, and it's like basically a little mini explosion force field kind of thing. But I don't know if I want to get rid of anything. I want to pop that on right now. I mean, let's see. Do we have any? No, we do. We have 4 AP ups. Wow. We have 2 defense ups as well. Power up. AP ups. That would be nice to give the Sora right now, but like I said, I normally save them for later on in game because I don't really need to. I can juggle abilities when needed, and that's how I normally play. So that's how I'm going to do it still. But we do need to check out that new equipment that we just got quickly. So let's just have a look on top of the Inferno Band here. So we've got the Raven's Claw. Dark damage by 20%, also raises strength and defense. So it's like the Dark Ring that we've got, I think. Is it Dark Ring? No, that gives us a... yeah. It's not the Dark Ring, it's the ring before it, but not the Obsidian Ring. So, that ring only gives us Dark Defense of 20 and Defense, but this one gives us Strength on top of that. If we give that a Sora, we will have more Strength, but we will lose our Fire Resistance. So what if I do that? Well, we'll lose 1 AP, which is a problem. But we'll gain everything else. And AP is kind of important. Yeah, and I can't equip it because I'm maxed out on AP usage. So, can't go lower than what I have equipped. Holy Circlet, what does that do? That's all damage, so let's not do that. That'll reduce our, well, Donald's health, but give him a lot of strength, not really necessary. Ifrit's Horn's fire with AP and defense. Can we do that? Oh, we can actually do that. Okay, let's go back to Ifrit's Horn for a second here. AP down, but it gives him 1 more defense, a bit more strength. That is tempting. Going for the Guard Earring, which does AP and defense. Once again, well, I can't do that. That's too much AP. Golem Chain, which is strength and defense. Well, that is strength and defense again, but we actually get a resistance buff, which all he has right now is fire. So that might actually be worth. It's only 1 strength down, and that's not that big of an issue. So, and 1 defense increase along with the dark damage resistance. I think that's actually more better. So I'm going to do that. And, yeah, so let's just drop into the other room that we couldn't before, and rescue Wendy.
Wendy! Come on, Tink! Not now! Well, this is as far as I can go. I gotta help Wendy.
And Pan leaves the team. Understandable, we need to get her to a safe place before Riku comes back, or Captain Hook. I mean, Riku's already made off with Kairi. Kairi's like half asleep, half alive kind of thing, as we've already seen. And we get a basic Patera chain. I don't know why we get it here, but we also have another save point right next to the one that we just had. But in that case, that one is a Type B, and this one's a Type A. And it's literally right next door, which is really crazy, because if we just go back out of here, and then come through this room, which now Heartless like to spawn in. There we are. So I can whack these guys. We're going to end it off in a minute. But I would like to kill these guys because they can drop a decent amount of money. And I kind of need the money. Let's just grab all this quickly. I forget what they drop. I think it's power gems or something. Not power gems. It's Dusk, I think. This is the one. This is so that's the one we just came through. So this is the one we want to go back into. Yeah, because this is where we were and it was a Type B, so that's really the only difference. This one's a Type B, the other one's a Type A, and of course the Type A's are the one that you normally go to the gummy ship with. But both of these were actually able to access the gummy ship with, so that's kind of interesting. 2 save points right next to each other, but that's because, well, Wendy was right here, and, well, there you go. Plus, things can happen with that Type B, because Type B's disappear, Type A's don't. But I think we're going to end it off here. So, we had a boss fight, we've been to a new world, and we've met Kairi, Riku, and Peter Pan's came and went. In the next episode, guys, we give chase once again with Riku in order to catch up with him. Hopefully he won't get away. And we've taken out our dark self. Hopefully that's not foreshadowing. Get it? Foreshadowing. I'm funny. See you guys in the next episode.
Hoist anchor as soon as possible. Leave all the dead weight behind, including her.
After the trouble of capturing her? And why those 7? What is Maleficent planning anyway?
Who knows? As long as it means getting Kairi's heart back, I couldn't care less.
You're wasting your time. The Heartless have devoured that girl's heart.